Welcome back to Throttle Tribe. You've heard the myth that old motorcycles mean constant repairs, but the truth is, many vintage machines are tougher than the new bikes built today. Some classics cost less than a few months of new bike payments and can run for decades. In this video, we're counting down the 15 cheap old motorcycles you can buy and keep forever, backed by real reliability and ownership data. Number 15, Triumph Bonneville, 2001 to 2008. Starting at number 15 is the modern classic that brought British style back from the dead. The Triumph Bonneville from 2001 to 2008 represents the rebirth of an icon, blending retro styling with improved reliability that earlier Triumphs could never match. These bikes feature a 790 to 865 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine producing 61 horsepower, enough to cruise comfortably without pretending to be a superbike. Used examples sit in the $3,500 to $5,000 range, making them the most expensive entry on this list, but still a fraction of new bike costs. The appeal here is pure nostalgia wrapped in functional engineering. While early British motorcycles earned reputations as oil-leaking garage ornaments, these modern Bonneville actually start when you press the button and don't leave puddles everywhere you park. The parallel twin design delivers that classic British thump without the classic British breakdowns. Parts availability improved dramatically compared to vintage Triumphs, and the customization community embraced these bikes immediately. Cafe racer conversions, scrambler builds, and bobber projects flooded forums because the platform handles modifications well. But let's address the elephant in the garage. Electrical issues remain Bonneville Achilles' heel. That British tradition of mysterious electrical gremlins didn't completely disappear in the modern era. Owners report intermittent problems with charging systems, ignition components, and wiring harnesses that corrode faster than Japanese equivalents. Budget an extra $300 to $500 for potential electrical repairs over ownership. Before we dive into, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more unbeatable motorcycle deals. Number 14, Harley-Davidson Sportster 883, Evo 1986 to 2003. At number 14 sits America's most accessible legend. The Harley-Davidson Sportster 883 with the Evolution engine from 1986 to 2003 represents Harley's attempt to build something that actually worked consistently. The 883 CCV twin produces 50 horsepower, which sounds modest until you remember this bike weighs less than Harley's touring barges. Prices range from $3,000 to $5,000 depending on condition and customization level. The aftermarket support for Sportsters dwarfs almost any other platform, meaning you can personalize everything from handlebars to exhaust systems without fabricating custom parts. The Evolution engine marked a turning point for Harley reliability. Previous iron-head Sportsters earned reputations as oil burners that required constant attention. The Evo changed that narrative enough that even skeptics admitted these bikes could handle daily riding without grenading. Mid-pack reliability ratings mean they're not Honda bulletproof, but they're no longer the punchline of motorcycle reliability jokes. Vibrations define the Sportster experience. That's not a bug. It's a feature according to Harley enthusiasts. The V-twin shakes at idle, rumbles under acceleration, and massages your entire body at highway speeds. Some riders love this mechanical sensation. Others find it exhausting on trips longer than an hour. The narrow power band means you'll shift frequently compared to more modern engines. Number 13 brings German engineering to the classic bike conversation. The BMW R100 from 1976 to 1996 features the legendary airhead boxer engine that defined BMW motorcycles for decades. That 980 cubic centimeters horizontally opposed twin produces 60 to 70 horsepower depending on model year and configuration. Delivered through BMW's signature smooth power delivery. Used prices hover around $3,000 to $5,000, positioning these bikes competitively with Japanese alternatives. The appeal centers on versatility and build quality. These airheads served as police bikes, touring machines, and custom platforms across 2 decades of production. That 20-year production run means parts compatibility across multiple model years. Durability is the R100's calling card. These engines routinely exceed 100,000 miles with proper maintenance, and the shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance entirely. The boxer configuration positions cylinders out in the airstream for natural cooling, and the simplicity of air-cooled design means fewer components to fail compared to liquid-cooled alternatives. but durability comes with German pricing. Parts cost significantly more than Japanese equivalents, and labor rates at BMW specialists make independent mechanics look affordable. A valve adjustment that costs $300 on a Honda might run $600 on the BMW. Shaft drive maintenance, while less frequent than chain service, requires specialized tools and knowledge when service time arrives. Number 12, Yamaha RD350, 1973 to 1975. Coming in at number 12 is the two-stroke terror that refuses to be boring. The Yamaha RD350 from 1973 to 1975 represents a different philosophy entirely. The 347 cubic centimeters two-stroke twin produces 39 horsepower, which sounds modest until you experience two-stroke power delivery. The power hits hard in the upper RPM range, delivering acceleration that embarrassed much larger four-stroke bikes of the era. Used prices range from $3,000 to $5,000 with cleaner examples, commanding premium pricing due to collectability. The RD350 attracts enthusiasts who appreciate raw, unfiltered performance over refined reliability. It's a bike that demands engagement from the rider and rewards skill with thrilling performance. Reliability rates is moderate compared to four-stroke alternatives. Two-stroke engines require different maintenance approaches, including proper oil mixing, frequent spark plug changes, and exhaust system cleaning. Exhaust fouling happens when you baby the engine, so these bikes actually run better when ridden hard. That's a maintenance requirement most owners happily fulfill. The power band is everything in two-stroke performance. Below 5,000 RPM, the RD350 feels lazy and unresponsive. Above 6,000 RPM, it transforms into a completely different machine. That narrow power delivery means constant shifting to stay in the sweet spot, making it engaging but tiring in traffic. Loving this bike? Hold on tight. The next one will blow you away. Number 11, Honda GL1000 Goldwing, 1975 to 1979. At number 11 sits the bike that created the touring motorcycle category as we know it. The Honda GL100 Goldwing from 1975 to 1979 features a 999 cubic centimeter flat-4 engine, producing 78 horsepower. An engineering marvel that stunned the industry with its smoothness and refinement. This wasn't just another motorcycle. It was Honda's declaration that touring didn't require oil leaks and breakdowns. Used prices range from $2,500 to $5,000, making these early Goldwings surprisingly affordable considering their capabilities. Unlike later Goldwings that morphed into two-wheeled living rooms, these early models were naked bikes focused on performance and comfort without unnecessary weight. The flat-4 engine runs glass smooth at all speeds, with vibrations so minimal that riders report hand numbness becomes the limiting factor on long rides, not engine buzz. That engineering excellence meant these bikes routinely exceed 150,000 miles when properly maintained. Many original owners kept their GL1000 for decades, racking up mileage that would kill lesser machines. High mileage capability doesn't mean zero issues. Stator failures plague these bikes, particularly original units that haven't been upgraded. The cooling system requires monitoring as hoses age and water pumps wear. Budget $600 to $1,000 for addressing stator and cooling system maintenance over ownership. Hit that like button and subscribe before your engine overheats from all this reliability talk. Number 10 brings us to Honda's middle child that everyone overlooked while obsessing over the CB750. The Honda CB550 from 1974 to 1978 features a 544 cubic centimeter inline-4 producing 50 horsepower, delivering a sweet balance between the smaller CB350 and its bigger brother. This bike perfectly captures Honda's golden era of reliability without the premium pricing that collectability brings to CB750s. Used prices sit between $2,000 and $4,000, positioning the CB550 as the value play in Honda's classic lineup. You get 4-cylinder smoothness and Honda build quality for thousands less than CB750 money. That price gap makes zero sense from a performance or quality standpoint, making this one of the smartest buys in the classic market. Dependability defines the CB550 ownership experience. These engines run forever with basic maintenance, and parts availability remains excellent due to Honda's market dominance during this era. The inline-4 configuration provides smooth power delivery across the RPM range, and the power band is broad enough for comfortable street riding without constant shifting. Carburetor maintenance becomes the primary focus for keeping these bikes running properly. 4 carburetors mean 4 times the opportunity for synchronization issues, clogged jets, and vacuum leaks. Budget time for periodic carburetor cleaning and synchronization. Once sorted, they'll run cleanly for thousands of miles before needing attention again. If this bike caught your eye, you won't believe what's next on the list. Number 9, Kawasaki KZ1000, 1977 to 1983. At number 9 is the bike that proved you didn't need Italian exotics for serious performance. The Kawasaki KZ1000 from 1977 to 1983 features a 15cc inline-4 producing 83 horsepower, making it the most powerful bike on this list by a significant margin. This was Kawasaki's answer to Honda's CB750, except Kawasaki decided more displacement and more power was the answer to everything. Used prices range from $2,000 to $4,000, which seems almost criminal for the performance available. The KZ1000 served as police bikes across America, proving its reliability and durability under demanding service conditions. Those police departments weren't keeping parts warehouses stocked for constant repairs. They chose these bikes because they work consistently. High reliability ratings come from that police service record and thousands of civilian owners who racked up serious mileage. The engine is nearly bulletproof with regular oil changes and valve adjustments. The inline-4 configuration provides smooth power that builds progressively rather than hitting in one violent surge. Weight becomes the primary consideration with the KZ1000. At nearly 600 pounds fueled, this isn't a lightweight corner carver. The weight affects handling in tight situations and requires respect at low speeds. On highways and sweeping roads, that weight translates to stability and planted feeling that inspires confidence. Before we twist the throttle, tap like and subscribe for more bikes that punch way above their price. Number 8, Suzuki GS550, 1977 to 1982. Number 8 delivers Suzuki reliability in a budget-friendly package. The Suzuki GS550 from 1977 to 1982 features a 549 cubic centimeter inline-4, producing 49 horsepower. Offering a similar formula to the GS750 in a lighter, more affordable package, this bike represents Suzuki's growing confidence in 4-stroke design after dominating 2-stroke racing. Used prices range from $1,500 to $3,500, making the GS551 of the most affordable entries on this list. That pricing reflects market perception rather than capability differences. The GS550 delivers solid all-around performance without commanding collector premiums. For riders focused on riding rather than collecting, this pricing represents opportunity. If you're finding these classic bikes more interesting than the overpriced, complicated machines dealers are pushing, hit that subscribe button. We're exposing the truth about which bikes are actually worth your money. If you're into this bike, just wait. The next one's even more exciting. Number 7, Honda CB450, 1965 to 1974. At number 7 is the bike that paved the way for Honda's superbike dominance. The Honda CB450 from 1965 to 1974 features a 444 cubic centimeter twin-cylinder engine producing 43 horsepower. Impressive output for the displacement through innovative engineering, Honda designed this bike to compete with larger British twins. And the CB450 succeeded by working reliably while those British bikes leaked and broke. Used prices range from $2,500 to $4,500, with cleaner examples commanding premiums due to historical significance. The CB450 represents Honda's stepping stone between smaller bikes, and the revolutionary CB750 collectors appreciate the engineering innovations Honda pioneered on this platform. Smooth twin-engine operation defied expectations for a parallel twin. Honda incorporated engineering solutions that minimize vibration compared to British alternatives. And the reliability gap between Japanese and British bikes became obvious to anyone who owned both. Hit like and subscribe now. Don't be the rider who finds out about great bikes 2 years too late. Coming in at number 6 is the single-cylinder thumper that built a cult following. The Yamaha SR500 from 1978 to 1981 features a 499 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine producing 32 horsepower, proving that simple engineering done right trumps complexity done poorly. This bike represents minimalism as philosophy, stripping away everything unnecessary while maintaining capability. Used prices sit around $3,000 to $4,000, with cleaner examples commanding more due to strong customization community demand. The SR500 became the foundation for countless cafe racer, tracker, and scrambler builds because the platform handles modification beautifully. Robust performance for a big single means smooth power delivery, considering the configuration with reasonable vibration levels and torque that makes city riding enjoyable. The single-cylinder design provides simplicity that translates to lower maintenance complexity and fewer components to fail. Kickstart-only operation presents a learning curve for riders accustomed to electric starters. Learning proper kickstarting technique is essential, and flooding the engine means waiting before trying again. Some view this as an inconvenience. Others consider it connected with mechanical tradition. If you think this bike is impressive, just wait until you see what's coming up next. Number 5. Honda CB350 1968 to 1974. At number 5 sits the beginner-friendly classic that introduced thousands to motorcycle cycling, the Honda CB350 from 1968 to 1974. Features a 325 cubic centimeter parallel twin, producing 36 horsepower. Perfectly sized for new riders while remaining entertaining for experienced ones. This bike represented Honda's commitment to reliability and accessibility, creating lifetime riders who trusted the brand. Used prices range from $2,000 to $4,000, making the CB350 surprisingly affordable considering its popularity and reputation. The market hasn't inflated these prices like CB750S because production numbers were higher and fewer collectors are chasing them. That benefits riders who actually plan to ride rather than store. Strong reliability comes from Honda's conservative engineering approach. The CB350 doesn't push boundaries or set performance records. It simply works consistently while delivering enough performance for real-world riding. The engine is understressed, the chassis is competent, and the components are durable. Simplicity defines the ownership experience. 2 carburetors instead of 4 means less synchronization complexity. Smaller displacement means lower stress on all components. That simplicity translates to lower maintenance costs and fewer headaches. If you think this bike is impressive, just wait until you see what's coming up next. Number 4. Kawasaki KZ650 1977 to 1983. Number 4 delivers exceptional value in a reliable package. The Kawasaki KZ650 from 1977 to 1983 features a 652cc inline 4 producing 49 horsepower, offering a sweet spot between displacement and usability. Kawasaki engineered this bike for reliability and longevity, creating a platform that refused to die even after decades of use. Used prices range from $1,500 to $3,000, making the KZ650 one of the best values in classic motorcycle cycling. That pricing seems disconnected from the bike's capabilities and reliability record. You're getting inline 4 smoothness and Japanese engineering for less than many single-cylinder alternatives. Excellent reliability ratings come from owner reports and long-term testing data. Examples with over 46,000 meters running strong are common, not exceptional. The engine design emphasizes durability over peak performance, resulting in motors that simply refuse to fail with basic maintenance. Balance is the KZ650's defining characteristic. It's not the most powerful bike from this era, but it's powerful enough. It's not the lightest, but it's manageable. It's not the fastest, but it's adequately quick. That balance makes it an excellent all-around motorcycle that handles diverse riding situations competently. Simple design aids, DIY repairs with straightforward access to most components and minimal special tools required. The inline-4 engine follows conventional design principles, making service procedures familiar to anyone who's worked on Japanese 4s. Give this video a like and subscribe to join thousands of riders finding better deals every week. Number 3. Suzuki GS750 1977 to 1979. Taking the bronze medal is Suzuki's first serious 4-stroke superbike. The Suzuki GS750 from 1977 to 1979 features a 748 cubic centimeter inline 4, producing 60 to 68 horsepower depending on model year. With handling that embarrassed bikes costing significantly more, Suzuki poured their racing knowledge into this design, creating a bike that proved 2-stroke expertise translated to 4-stroke excellence. Used prices range from $2,000 to $4,500, with some bargain examples occasionally appearing under $1,000. Those bargain price bikes typically need cosmetic work or minor repairs rather than catastrophic rebuilding. The pricing reflects lower collector demand compared to Honda CB750S, despite similar or better capabilities. Solid handling excellence defined the GS750S reputation from day one. Magazine tests praised the chassis balance and suspension tuning, noting handling that rivaled bikes from manufacturers with decades more experience. That handling remains impressive today after modern tire and suspension upgrades. Strong reliability comes from Suzuki's conservative approach to their first inline-four. The company couldn't afford reliability failures while establishing credibility in the four-stroke market. That motivation resulted in overbuilt components and careful engineering. Suzuki ranked high in reliability surveys during this era, with low repair rates compared to European alternatives and competitive with other Japanese manufacturers. The GS750 benefits from that corporate focus on durability. Number 2, Yamaha XS650, 1970 to 1983. The silver medal goes to Yamaha's answer to British twins. Built with Japanese reliability, the Yamaha XS650 from 1970 to 1983 features a 654cc parallel twin producing 50 to 53 horsepower. Delivering British-inspired styling without British typical breakdowns, this bike proved Yamaha could build parallel twins that didn't leak oil, lose compression, or require constant rebuilding. Used prices range from $1,500 to $3,500 with lower-end pricing for runners needing cosmetic work or minor repairs. The XS650 became the foundation for countless custom builds from cafe racers to choppers because the platform handles modification while maintaining reliability. Durability defines the XS650 ownership experience. Examples lasting 50,000 plus miles are common, with many exceeding 80,000 miles on original engines. That longevity comes from Yamaha's conservative engineering and quality manufacturing that British competitors couldn't match. Key model years from 1974 to 1983 feature improved reliability through better primary chains and electrical system upgrades. Early models before 1974 suffered chain wear issues that later versions resolved. Buying 1974 or later models avoids those early problems. The parallel twin configuration delivers character that inline fours lack. The engine has personality and feel that smooth fours can't replicate, with a power delivery that feels connected rather than isolated. That character attracts riders seeking emotional engagement over clinical perfection. Number 1, Honda CB750, 1969 to 1978. Taking the top spot is the motorcycle that changed everything. The Honda CB750 from 1969 to 1978 introduced the world to the superbike concept while proving Japanese manufacturers could dominate through reliability and engineering excellence. That's 736 cubic centimeters inline, 4 producing 67 to 68 horsepower, with a top speed around 120 miles per hour, redefined what motorcycles could be. Used prices range from $3,000 for project bikes to $5,000 plus for restored examples, with early K0 models from 1969 to 1970, commanding premiums due to collectible sandcast engines. The pricing reflects the bike's historical significance while remaining accessible compared to exotic alternatives. Consumer reports and owner ratings average 4.8 and 8 out of 5 for reliability, with many examples exceeding 100,000 miles trouble-free. That reliability wasn't marketing hype. It was proven through decades of real-world use across millions of miles. The CB750 simply worked when competitors couldn't. Excellent parts availability ensures these bikes remain maintainable forever. Honda sold hundreds of thousands of CB750s worldwide, creating enormous aftermarket support and parts reproduction. Finding any component is straightforward, and prices remain reasonable due to competition among suppliers. While these classics prove reliability, some bikes from this era became money pits instead. Did we miss a bike that deserves a spot? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe for more motorcycle content, and as always, ride safe. See you in the next one.